Father David here. I know some folks find it difficult to see a clergy person speaking out against the current administration, and I think that's particularly true for those who believe that they can remain faithful Christians while supporting this administration. And so from time to time, I will have accusations of a quote, false, close quote, prophet thrown in my direction. But the issue of true or false prophecy has nothing to do with whose ox is being gored. It has everything to do with whether the current goings on are consistent with the call of Scripture, with the teachings of tradition, and with the exercise of our reason. And are they consistent, therefore, with our faith? And time and again, what this administration has proved is it is not only acting in ways that are antithetical to our faith, but it is acting in ways that are downright hostile. The teachings of Scripture, the wisdom of our tradition, and the use of our reasoning tells us that the point of our faith is to create a more just, equitable, and kind society. That truth runs from Genesis through Revelation. Our faith is not based on our interest in other people's private sexual lives or on the goings on of another person's womb. That is a modern invention dating back only to the mid 1970s. No, our faith calls us to look out for the poor, the widow, the orphan, the migrant. It calls us to release debt every 50 years so that everyone gets a fresh start. It forbids charging interest. And all of these things have to do with caring for one another, with recognizing that we don't create the wealth that we enjoy. It is God's gift to humanity, and therefore we are called to share it with one another, from each according to their ability, to each according to their need. So I'm sorry if sometimes you get upset with things I have to say here. I haven't been nearly as acerbic as prophets like Amos, who called the rich women of his town unholy cows and threatened to have them dragged out of their homes with fishhooks. Nor have I approached the scathing rhetoric of Jesus, who took out after the religious elites of his day, calling them whitewashed tombs full of ugly and desecrated bones. We need to take a hard look at who we are, who we're called to become, and what this current administration looks like when measured against the truth of Scripture, the wisdom of tradition, and the exercise of sound human reasoning. And it is failing. God bless us all.